Welcome back, and it's another week and another Talking Technical, and it's so interesting. Our market is almost hovering just below previous highs, but that is not the story with the international markets. I mean, the S&P 500 and all those indexes are flying, so there's just no worry there. So very interesting. We'll have to see. I think if the Naspers and the processes of the world starts to go up again, we'll probably see a new high again, because I think it's the longest period in my time that I've seen gains in the S&P like this. Every day, 5, 7, 10, 15 points up. It is just no stop to it. Let's go to the requests, because that's what this show is all about. It's what people want to know and what they want to hear. And the first one is Gary. Gary asked about Angloplat. And Angloplat is one of those favorite counters. I mean, they were one of the big players of platinum in the world. And I'm looking at the candlestick chart, Gary, because it's the same thing here. The share went up beautifully to about 2,225, went up there again trying to break that, but it struggles to do that. But what we're seeing now is we're seeing like almost the share is sort of running out of steam here, and it looks like there is maybe a possible double top in the making. There's the top. There's another top, but I mean this double top's got still a bit of work to do before we can say that this double top wants to come into play. There you are. Because everybody is looking for buying opportunities at the moment, because we're all now convinced that the market can just go higher. If we look at the Angloplat share price, it first needs to break below this level of 1,981 Rand before we can even say that this double top scenario will come into play. In actual fact, if you think about it, it can easily go a little bit higher. And where's the price? That, I think, is the price that you're looking at, because everybody is buyers in this market. They want to know when this little level breaks, and that's above 2,230, everybody will say, this is the lamp pole, this is the flag formation, and then above this level, it can fly, it can go then to 2,450 Rand, and then, of course, if you buy there, make use of a stop loss of, and there's the level, need to make use of a stop loss of 2,090 Rand and 65 cents. Above that, it is just all the way going, because Angloplat is a good Rand edge, and strangely enough, even with the Rand that is so strong, the market doesn't even worry about it. It just holds its own. And I've read over the weekend that in the last 5 months, more money went into shares than in the past 12 years. So it just shows you there's a lot of money in this market. Well, let's have a look at Bitcoin. And Rudy wanted to know about Bitcoin. Now, this chart is actually a day late. In actual fact, I think it is, it cannot keep up. So let's just do this. And I want to show this Bitcoin. And you will see now when I show you this, and I've got an interesting story to this, because if you look at Bitcoin nowadays, this is the new currency that everybody is looking at. Now let's just have a look there. Let's just give it a little bit of a chance there. Hanging, yeah. Well, it is well above 60,000 now. This is a weekly chart, and I just want to say, Rudy, if you look at this chart, there's just no stop to it. I mean, it is just flying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this chart. It just tells you that the momentum is clearly to the up. And I mean, the last period time that I checked it was above $62,000. And well, Rudy, simple. If you've got this, the counter, and you're happy with it, I will say hold on to it. I haven't got Bitcoins because I really cannot understand it. I may be too stupid. But Bitcoin, the uptrend is well in place. And while it is above 54,000, I mean, that's $7,000 from here, where the price is trading now. Above 54,000, the momentum is just purely to the upside. And I mean, everybody chases that, and even there's some bigger corporations and even some governments now starting to back the currency, and they just say this is the big thing. Digital currencies around the world looks like is the next big thing in the world. Well, let's have a look at Sasol. Werner wanted to know about Sasol. Let's have a look. I just want to go there. Tassel. And remember, this is a share that wasn't too long ago a share that was trading at 24. We've seen an update the other day, I think, of Morgan Stanley. They're happy with the counter. They say that the stock looks better, and they think 280 Rand. And this chart is not a liar. This chart is telling us that the momentum is purely to the upside. Just have a look there. There's the trend line. And the request was by Werner. If I look at the chart there, look at it. Every time that it rallies, it comes back to test the support line. Rallies come back to test the support line. All the way, it's doing exactly the same thing. And what do we see now? And I mean, this will make everybody happy that's got some Sasol shares. And that is, look at that. There's a beautiful symmetrical triangle. It just broke there with a nice bullish candle. I mean, this candle is a shaven head. That is positive. That's very bullish. And that tells you if the share goes up even further and it remains above, and I'll give you the line now. If it just repeat that width there, and I just do an extension there, it can take it to that magical 265 level. And what's the big level? It's there where it broke this resistance line, turned it into a support, and that was above 220 Rand and 10 cents. So Werner, I think your share looks good. Well, I'm sounding like a broken record because I always say, if you're not on the boat now, don't get on the boat. But it looks like this boat is still going. So it looks like if you want to buy or add more, yes, you can buy as close as possible to this 220 level. Werner, just use this support line as your stop loss, 208.40. If it remains above 208.40, you're happy. If it breaks below that, maybe a stop loss is on the cards. And just put money because you will have some other opportunities again. Let's have a look at BPC. Well, I mean, this is now one of the stocks. Old Babu, he dropped me an email. He bought the stock around 44 cents. So he's quite a happy chap. He wants to know where can he take profit on PPC, because PPC is one of those stocks that just had such a wonderful rally, and if they can turn around the company like this, maybe we can be surprised. And if I look at PPC's chart, Babu, this is a daily chart, nothing wrong with it, just shows you, look at this lower shadows, that tells you that there's some buyers around here. This lower shadow tells you the moment the stock comes back, everybody's just too happy to get back into it. This is a Lampel formation. That is a warning formation, definitely. That will be a warning on its own. This Lampel formation is just tell you that it can easily correct, but while I see this lower shadows, it can go higher. And let's have a look here. Above, and that's it, Baba. I'm going to give you two levels here. Above this level, there you are. Just want to draw this line in. There was the high of the other day. Above 316, my friendo, it can go even higher. I think if you do an extension there, it can maybe go to 345. But where will I get worried? I will get worried when I think this second support. That is the first one, this lower shadow. I think there's a lot of buyers there, and they're happy. They probably also bought here. So I will only get worried when the second support here, and that is at 262, 257. This 257 is a strong level. There you are. There's the 257 level. While it is above this 263 level, 257 level, the momentum is still up. Nothing wrong with the stock. Well, let's have a look at Sepaku. Nearly wanted to know about Sepaku. Let's go. Let's have a look. I mean, everybody is looking at a company that is involved with infrastructure now, because that is the big thing. I think that's going to be a big theme across the world. In actual fact, I think when the world gets over this COVID, you'll see big infrastructure spend around the world. Well, Nelly, look at the Sepaku share. I mean, it came also from 40 cents, beautiful rally. And what do I see? I like this chart, and it tells me that there's a beautiful flag formation on the go here. There you are. Let's have a look. I just want to draw it in. And then the moment I draw it in, you will see that it can easily give us another rally. There you are. Just want to draw it in there. There you are. Nearly there's your flag formation. A flag formation is usually a continuation pattern. It tells you that the stock rallies, it takes a bit of a breather, and then if it breaks this resistance line, it can actually go higher. Now, if we look at Sepaku, remember this is also a cement player. If it breaks above 147, it's trading now at 138, but if it breaks above 147, you can see this next leg up about 164. I'm not going to draw in the extension, so if you want to buy above that 147 level, use a stop loss of 127. There's about an upside of 20 cents, but the stop loss is also 20 cents. Just be a little bit careful of that, or take note of that. But the stock looks okay, and this is also one of the players, a tiny counter. It's not that liquid, but I mean, if you look at the volumes of the share, I just want to draw this little part in there. I just want to check the volumes. I mean, 26,000, that's a little bit low. 36,000, 183,000, 83,000. So if you buy the stock, I think there'll be an opportunity to get rid of it. But remember, always with a stock like this, never just go into big, rather buys in bits and pieces, and then you know you cannot get stuck on the stock if you want to sell it. The big counters like the top 40 of the market, even the top 60, top 100 of the market, there's a lot of liquidity there. But the smaller counters, just take note of that. Sometimes you struggle to sell and you don't want to force the price down now. Well, visit our website, www.fransklerk.com, and we will chat again.